And welcome back. Geez, just as we thought things were starting to get a little better, they're getting worse. So there's just been so much stress lately for everything. The pandemic, the elections, just the whole gambit, Thanksgiving coming up, and you know what we have to do with Thanksgiving. Anyway, what we want to do is just breathe out all that negative energy, because we're making cookies today and we want happy cookies. So today we're making cherry winks. It's a recipe that you use with cornflakes. I've made cherry winks, oh God, for years and years and years. I love them. My husband does not. He's so picky. Yeah, geez. Anyway, they are good. So I'll have the recipe listed out on Facebook, as I always do. So we're just going to go step by step. First thing we have to do is sift. We want to sift, what was it, 2 1/4 cups of flour. And I didn't want to do that. Okay, we want to put it back in the bowl, because I'm sifting over to here. I love it. Okay, so we have 2 1/4 cup of flour. I'm going to get a teaspoon of baking powder. Remember, they're happy cookies. And a 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. Which of course I can make that up. Okay, 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Okay. Now we're going to put it in this bowl. So what we want to do is we want to sift it. This is a real old recipe, so probably sifting is not required, but I'm afraid not to do it. I want my cookies to be good. It's old-fashioned, just an old-fashioned recipe. So yeah, we're going to sift. If you have one of those little sifters, it works faster. I just use my old strainer here. And of course, what would it be with me cooking without having a mess? Okay, so everything is sifted. Okay, sifted. Set that aside. And now you want to take 3/4 cup of butter, which is 1 1/2 sticks. You put this in a separate bowl. This is in a different bowl. Okay, and 1 cup of sugar. Okay, you're going to beat this. You're going to beat this till it's creamy and fluffy. So that takes a few minutes. So do that, and we'll be right back. Okay, so you beat your butter and your sugar. Now you want to add 2 eggs, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Okay, so then you're going to beat that. And after you beat that and it's nice and fluffy, you're going to add the sifted dry ingredients. So I want you to do that. I want you to beat the eggs in with your butter and sugar and the vanilla, and then add the dry ingredients and beat it all together. And then we'll be back. Okay, so everything is all mixed. There's your cookie dough. Now we're going to add 1 cup of chopped walnuts, 1 cup of chopped dates. Now, if you have whole dates and you're cutting them up, add some flour to them. see how you add some flour and it keeps them from sticking. So you want a cup of those. Now, you have a large jar of cherries. You want to take a lot of them, probably about 15, 20 of them, cut them in half because you're going to put that on top of the cookie. But in the meantime, you also have about a half a cup of chopped cherries. So, mix that together. Mix that together and we'll be back. Okay, here's what it should look like. It's pretty thick because you're gonna have to spoon it out and roll it into a ball. But also what you need is about 5 cups of cornflakes, and you're gonna crush them and put them in a bowl. Okay, so you need your crushed cornflakes, you need your bowl with your either half cherries, quarter cherries, just so long as you have a piece of cherry to stick on top of the cookie. So, what we want is a good size tablespoon. And you just roll it in your hand, roll it in the, roll it in the cornflakes, set it on the pan, take a cherry, and just push it down in the middle. Okay, whoops. There we go. That's how they're gonna look. So go ahead, do all of your cookies. You're gonna bake them on 375 for 12 minutes. Do not over bake them. Don't make them get real brown. They're just gonna start to get brown. They're done. Take them out, put them on a rack, let them cool off. So let's see how many we're gonna get. If you seem like you're gonna run out of cherries, sometimes that happens, just start cutting them in smaller pieces, just so you have a piece of cherry to stick on the top. Okay, get to work. We'll see you in a few. Also, make sure your pan is greased. I'm not sure if I said that. On a greased cookie sheet, you put your cookies. Okay. Okay, we're all done. I got 3 dozen cookies out of mine. I said 12 minutes. I let mine go about 15. Just get them a little bit brown. They can sit once they cool. Delicious. Now, the thing is, you can put them like in a Tupperware container or something. If they start to get, any of your cookies that you bake, do you know that if they start to get real hard, throw a piece of bread, half a piece of bread in the container. They'll freshen right back up. I do it all the time. And you can also freeze these too. So, hope everybody enjoys their cookies. I will, I'll be back again. I have a couple more recipes that I'd like to share with you before Christmas time. I mean, these you can make for Thanksgiving or whatever. I have a few things, but, we'll be back. So, in the meantime, masking. I don't know what to say. It's so very important. You really need to do it because we need to get rid of this. We need to be able to be out and about like we've always been, before March. It seems to be going on forever. Anyway, hope you enjoy your happy cookies. And everybody, please be safe and God bless America.